I'm about to tell you something that might shock you. Something that might even hurt a little. But it's a truth you need to hear. Nobody cares about you. Now, before you turn away, before you let those words crush your spirit, I want you to stay with me. Because this harsh reality isn't the end of your story, it's just the beginning. You see, when I say nobody cares about you, I'm not saying you're worthless. I'm not saying you don't matter. What I'm saying is that the world isn't sitting around waiting for you to succeed. It's not holding its breath, hoping you will achieve your dreams. The world, my friend, is busy. It's moving fast, and it's filled with billions of people, each focused on their own lives, their own struggles, their own dreams. This truth, this reality that nobody cares about you, it's not a curse. It's a gift. It's your ticket to freedom. If nobody cares about you, that means you're free from the weight of others' expectations. You're liberated from the need to please everyone around you. You're released from the prison of seeking constant approval. When you truly understand that nobody cares about you, you will stop living your life for others. You will stop making decisions based on what people might think. You will stop holding back because you're afraid of judgment. Instead, you will start living for yourself. You will begin to make choices that align with your values, your passions, your purpose. You will pursue your dreams with a ferocity that comes from knowing that the only person you need to impress is yourself. This realization that nobody cares about you, it's like a key that unlocks a door to a whole new world of possibilities. A world where you're the author of your own story, the captain of your own ship, the master of your own destiny. But let me tell you something else. This freedom comes with responsibility. Because if nobody cares about you, then it's up to you to care about yourself. It's up to you to believe in yourself, to push yourself, to lift yourself up when you fall. The world doesn't owe you anything. Success isn't going to be handed to you on a silver platter. Happiness isn't going to come knocking on your door. You've got to go out there and create the life you want. And that's the exciting part. Because when you stop waiting for others to care about you, when you stop expecting the world to make things happen for you, you will start to tap into a wellspring of power within yourself that you never knew existed. You will discover strengths you didn't know you had. You will find courage you didn't think you possessed. You will uncover talents that have been dormant, waiting for this moment to spring to life. But it won't be easy. Oh no, it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. There will be days when you want to give up, when you want to crawl back into the comfort of caring what others think, of waiting for someone else to come and save you. But you can't. You won't. Because now you know the truth. You know that nobody cares about you. And that's your superpower. So what are you going to do with this power? Are you going to let it paralyze you, or are you going to let it propel you forward? Are you going to use it as an excuse to give up? Or are you going to use it as fuel to push harder than you've ever pushed before? Are you going to let it make you bitter? Or are you going to let it make you better? The choice is yours. And that's the beauty of it all. The choice has always been yours, but maybe you couldn't see it before. Maybe you were too busy looking for approval, too caught up in trying to make others care about you, to realize that the power to change your life has been in your hands all along. So now that you know, what will you do? Will you continue to live a life dictated by others' opinions? Or will you step into your power and start living life on your own terms? Will you keep waiting for someone to care about your dreams, or will you start caring about them yourself? Will you keep looking for validation from others, or will you start validating yourself? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. These are the decisions you need to make. Because the moment you decide to stop caring about whether others care about you is the moment your life truly begins. It's the moment you start to live authentically. It's the moment you begin to pursue your passions without fear. It's the moment you start to build the life you've always dreamed of, but perhaps never thought you could have. But remember, this journey isn't about becoming selfish. It's not about disregarding others or trampling over people to get what you want. No, this journey is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about living with purpose, with integrity, with passion. Because here's the irony. When you stop caring about whether others care about you, when you start living your life with authenticity and purpose, that's when people will start to care. That's when you will begin to attract the right people into your life, people who appreciate you for who you truly are, not for who you pretend to be. People are drawn to authenticity. They're attracted to passion. They respect those who have the courage to be themselves, to pursue their dreams, to live life on their own terms. So by embracing the truth that nobody cares about you, by using that truth to fuel your own growth and development, you will paradoxically become someone that people do care about. But the difference is, you won't need their care anymore. You won't be dependent on it. You will appreciate it, sure, but you won't require it to validate your worth or to motivate your actions. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You might be saying, but I have family and friends who care about me. Are you saying they don't matter? Of course not. The love and support of family and friends are precious gifts, but even the people closest to you can't care about your life, your dreams, your goals as much as you do. They have their own lives to live, their own dreams to pursue. And that's okay. That's how it should be. Because at the end of the day, you're the one who has to live with the consequences of your choices. You're the one who has to look in the mirror and face yourself. You're the one who has to lie down at night with your thoughts, your regrets, your aspirations. So while the love and support of others are wonderful, they can't be the driving force in your life. They can't be the reason you get up in the morning, the reason you push through hardships, the reason you keep going when everything seems to be falling apart. That drive, that motivation, that unwavering belief in yourself that has to come from within. And it can only come from within when you truly understand and embrace the fact that nobody cares about you as much as you need to care about yourself. It's true that nobody cares about you. It's like a fire. It can either burn you or it can forge you into something stronger, something better. The choice is yours. Will you let it consume you with bitterness and resentment? Will you use it as an excuse to give up on your dreams, to settle for a life of mediocrity? Or will you let it refine you? Will you use it to burn away your need for external validation, your fear of judgment, your habit of playing small? Will you let it forge you into someone who's resilient, who's self-reliant, who's unstoppable in the pursuit of their goals? The fire is burning. The choice is yours. And let me tell you, when you choose to let this truth refine you rather than define you, that's when the magic happens. That's when you start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. That's when you start to find strength in situations that would have broken you before. Because when you stop caring about whether others care about you, you free up so much mental and emotional energy. Energy that you can now direct towards your goals, your growth, your success. Think about how much time and effort you spend trying to make people like you, trying to win their approval, trying to fit into their expectations. Now imagine channeling all that energy into improving yourself, into pursuing your passions, into making your dreams a reality. The results will be extraordinary, wouldn't they? And that's the potential that lies within you right now. That's the power you can tap into the moment you embrace this truth. Knowing this truth isn't enough. Understanding it intellectually isn't enough. You need to internalize it. You need to let it seep into your bones, become a part of your DNA. Because there will be times when you forget. There will be moments when you slip back into old patterns, when you start seeking validation from others, when you start basing your worth on people's opinions of you. And that's okay. We're human. We're not perfect. The important thing is to recognize when it's happening and to gently remind yourself of the truth. Remind yourself that your worth isn't determined by others' opinions of you. Remind yourself that your dreams don't need anyone else's approval. Remind yourself that the only person who needs to believe in you is you. And then get back up. Dust yourself off. And keep moving forward. The world needs you. Not the you that's trying to please everyone. Not the you that's living according to others' expectations. But the real you. The authentic you. The you that emerges when you stop caring about whether others care about you. The world needs your unique gifts, your special talents, your particular perspective. The world needs the dreams that only you can bring to life, the problems that only you can solve, the value that only you can create. But the world won't come knocking on your door begging you to share these gifts. The world won't roll out a red carpet for you. The world won't clear the path ahead of you. No, the world will challenge you. It will test you. It will throw obstacles in your way. And that's a good thing. Because these challenges, these tests, these obstacles, they're not meant to stop you. They're meant to reveal you. They're meant to show you what you're truly capable of. They're meant to strip away all the false layers, all the masks you've been wearing, all the pretenses you've been hiding behind. They're meant to reveal the real you, the strong, resilient, unstoppable you that's been there all along, waiting for this moment to emerge. So embrace the challenges. Welcome the obstacles. See them not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow, to learn, to become stronger. Because when you stop caring about whether others care about you, when you start living life on your own terms, that's when you become unstoppable. That's when you become unshakable. That's when you become truly free. Free to pursue your passions without fear of judgment. Free to express your true self without worrying about fitting in. Free to chase your dreams without being held back by others' doubts or criticisms. And in that freedom, you will find a joy and a fulfillment that you've never experienced before. You will find a sense of purpose that will drive you forward, even on the toughest days. You will find a strength within yourself that you never knew existed. But remember, this journey isn't just about you. Yes, it starts with you. It starts with embracing the truth that nobody cares about you and using that as a catalyst for personal growth and self-improvement. But it doesn't end there. Because as you grow, as you improve, as you become the best version of yourself, you will naturally start to impact the lives of others. You will start to inspire people, not through your words, but through your actions. Through the way you live your life. You will become a living, breathing example of what's possible when someone stops seeking external validation and starts living authentically. You will become a beacon of hope for others who are still trapped in the prison of people pleasing and approve seeking. And that's when something beautiful happens. That's when you start to create a ripple effect of positive change in the world around you. When you embrace the truth that nobody cares about you, when you use that truth to fuel your personal growth and pursue your dreams, you give others permission to do the same. You show them that it's okay to be themselves, that it's possible to live life on their own terms, that they don't need anyone else's approval to be happy and successful. And in doing so, you create a community of authentic, purpose-driven individuals. A community of people who are committed to personal growth, who are unafraid to pursue their dreams, who are living life to the fullest. Imagine the impact such a community could have on the world. Imagine the problems that could be solved, the innovations that could be created, the positive changes that could be made when people stop worrying about what others think and start focusing on making a real difference. That's the power you hold within you right now. That's the potential that's unlocked when you embrace the truth that nobody cares about you. Stop waiting for someone to care about you. Stop looking for external validation. Stop seeking approval from others. Instead, start caring about yourself. Start validating yourself. Start approving of yourself. Start living your life with purpose and passion. Start pursuing your dreams with everything you've got. Start becoming the person you've always known you could be. Because the truth is, nobody cares about you as much as you need to care about yourself. And that's not a curse, it's your ticket to freedom, to authenticity, to a life of purpose and fulfillment. So what are you waiting for? The world doesn't care about you, and that's the best news you've ever received. Because now, you're free. Free to care about yourself. Free to believe in yourself. Free to become the best version of yourself. And as you embrace this freedom, as you step into your power, you will find that life becomes an exciting adventure. Every day becomes an opportunity to grow. to learn, to push your boundaries. You will start to see possibilities where before you only saw limitations. You will start to find solutions where before you only saw problems. You will start to create opportunities where before you only waited for them to appear. Because when you stop caring about whether others care about you, you start to take full responsibility for your life. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start being the creator of your reality. You will stop saying, I can't. And start asking, how can I? You will stop making excuses and start making progress. You will stop waiting for the perfect moment and start making the most of every moment. And yes, there will be setbacks. There will be failures. There will be days when you question everything. When you wonder if you're on the right path. When you're tempted to go back to your old ways of seeking validation from others. But those moments won't break you. They'll make you. They'll strengthen your resolve. They'll deepen your commitment to your path. They'll remind you why you started this journey in the first place. Because you will remember the truth. Nobody cares about you as much as you need to care about yourself. And in that remembering, you will find the strength to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep growing. You will remember that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every failure is a lesson in disguise. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong and capable you really are. And bit by bit, day by day, you will start to see changes, not just in your circumstances, but in yourself. You will start to see a confidence in your eyes that wasn't there before. You will start to feel a strength in your spirit that you've never experienced. You will start to walk with a purpose that turns heads and opens doors. People will start to notice the change in you. They'll be drawn to your authenticity, your passion, your unwavering belief in yourself. They'll want to know your secret to understand what's transformed you. And you will be able to tell them the truth. I stopped caring about whether others cared about me and started caring about myself. I stopped living for others' approval and started living for my own fulfillment. Some will understand. Some won't. And that's okay. Because you're no longer living for their understanding or approval. You're living for you. You're living to fulfill your potential. You're living to make your dreams a reality. You're living to make the most of this one precious life you've been given. And as you do, you will start to see that life is so much bigger, so much more exciting, so much more fulfilling than you ever imagined it could be when you were trapped in the prison of seeking others' approval. You will start to understand that true happiness. True success, true fulfillment, they don't come from external sources, they come from within. They come from being true to yourself, from pursuing your passions, from living with purpose. You will start to realize that the opinions of others, the judgments of society, the expectations of the world, they're all just noise. And you have the power to tune out that noise and listen to your own inner voice, your own inner wisdom. You will start to trust yourself more, to believe in yourself more, to love yourself more. And from that place of self-trust, self-belief, and self-love, you will be able to give more to the world than you ever could when you were constantly seeking validation from others. You will be able to serve others from a place of abundance rather than neediness. Your relationships will transform as you no longer approach them with a hidden agenda of seeking approval or validation. Instead, you will connect with others genuinely, offering your authentic self without fear or hesitation. This shift in your approach to life and relationships will create a magnetic effect. People will be drawn to your self-assured energy, your unwavering sense of purpose, and your ability to stand firm in your convictions. You will become a natural leader, not because you sought the position, but because your authentic way of being inspires others to follow your example. As you continue on this path of self-reliance and self-actualization, you will notice that your definition of success begins to change. No longer will you measure your worth by the yardstick of others' expectations or societal standards. Instead, you will create your own metrics for success based on your personal values, goals, and vision for your life. You might find that success for you means living each day with integrity or continually pushing your boundaries and learning new skills. It might mean creating meaningful connections with others or leaving a positive impact on your community. Whatever form it takes, your new definition of success will be deeply personal and infinitely more satisfying than any external measure could ever be. This internal locus of control will become your superpower. When you stop relying on others' opinions to validate your choices and start trusting your own judgment, you will move through the world with a newfound confidence. Decisions that once paralyzed you with indecision will become easier to make. Risks that once seemed too daunting to take will become exciting opportunities for growth. You will start to view failure differently too. When your sense of self-worth isn't tied to others' perceptions, failing at something no longer feels like a personal indictment. Instead, it becomes valuable data information you can use to adjust your approach. Refine your skills and move closer to your goals. You will embrace failure as a necessary part of the growth process rather than something to be feared and avoided at all costs. This mindset shift will unleash your creativity and innovation. When you're not constrained by the fear of what others might think, you will be free to explore new ideas, to think outside the box, to challenge the status quo. You will start to see problems as invitations for creative solutions, obstacles as opportunities for innovative thinking. Your productivity will soar as you channel the energy you once spent worrying about others' opinions into purposeful action. You will find yourself setting bolder goals and taking more decisive steps to achieve them. The paralysis of perfectionism will give way to a bias for action as you realize that done is better than perfect, and that taking imperfect action is infinitely more valuable than waiting for the perfect moment. As you embrace this new way of being, you will start to notice a profound shift in your emotional landscape. The constant anxiety of trying to please everyone will fade away, replaced by a deep sense of inner peace. You will feel more centered, more grounded, more in tune with your true self. This doesn't mean you will never feel negative emotions. But when you do experience fear, doubt, or insecurity, you will be better equipped to handle them. Instead of being overwhelmed by these feelings, you will be able to observe them with curiosity, understanding that they're just temporary visitors, not permanent residents in your emotional home. Your resilience will grow stronger with each passing day. Life will still throw challenges your way, but you will face them with a sturdy sense of self that can weather any storm. You will know deep in your bones that regardless of what happens externally, you have the inner resources to not just survive, but thrive. This resilience will extend beyond your personal life and into your professional world. In your career, you will start to make choices based on what truly excites and fulfills you, rather than what you think will impress others or provide the most prestigious title. You might find the courage to leave a high-paying but unfulfilling job to pursue your passion. Or you might discover innovative ways to bring more of your authentic self into your current role. You will become a more effective leader whether you're managing a team, running your own business, or simply taking charge of your own life. Your leadership will come from a place of authenticity and service rather than ego or a desire for power. You will inspire others not through domination or manipulation, but through your example of living with purpose and integrity. As you continue to grow and evolve, you will start to see the interconnectedness of all things. You will understand that by taking care of yourself, by honoring your own needs and dreams, you're actually in a better position to contribute to the world around you. You will realize that self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary for you to show up fully in service of others and in pursuit of your goals. This understanding will lead you to take better care of your physical and mental health. You will prioritize practices that nourish your body and mind, not because you're trying to fit some external ideal, but because you genuinely want to be the best version of yourself. You will find forms of exercise that you genuinely enjoy, eat foods that make you feel energized and alive, and engage in activities that stimulate your mind and feed your soul. Your relationships will deepen and become more meaningful. As you become more comfortable in your own skin, you will naturally attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are. You will form connections based on mutual respect and shared values rather than superficial commonalities or a need for validation. You will also find the strength to let go of relationships that no longer serve you. This doesn't mean you will callously discard people, but rather that you will have the clarity and courage to recognize when a relationship has run its course, and the grace to release it with love and gratitude for what it has taught you. Your worldview will expand as you become more secure in yourself. You will be more open to different perspectives, more willing to engage with ideas that challenge your own. This openness will lead to tremendous personal growth as you continually learn and evolve through your interactions with others and with the world around you. You will start to see opportunities everywhere. When you're no longer constrained by what others think you should do or who you should be, the world opens up in ways you never imagined. You will start to see possibilities for adventure, for learning, for growth in every situation. Even mundane daily tasks can become opportunities for mindfulness and personal development when you approach them with this new mindset. Your creativity will flourish as you give yourself permission to express your unique voice without fear of judgment. Whether you're an artist, a business person, a scientist, or anything in between, you will bring a fresh perspective to your work. You will be more willing to take creative risks, to think outside the box, to challenge conventional wisdom. This creativity isn't limited to traditional artistic pursuits. It will manifest in how you solve problems, how you approach challenges, how you navigate relationships. You will become more innovative in every aspect of your life, finding novel solutions and creating value in unexpected ways. As you continue on this journey of self-discovery and self-actualization, you will start to connect with your life's purpose. This purpose might not reveal itself all at once. It might unfold gradually like a flower slowly blooming. But as you stay true to yourself and continue to grow, you will feel an increasing sense of alignment between who you are and what you're doing in the world. This sense of purpose will act as a North Star, guiding your decisions and actions. It will provide a sense of meaning and fulfillment that goes beyond mere happiness or success. You will wake up each day with a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that you're living in alignment with your true self and making a positive impact on the world. Your impact on others will grow, often in ways you might not immediately see. As you live authentically and pursue your purpose with passion, you will inspire others to do the same. Your courage in being true to yourself will give others permission to embrace their own authenticity. Your resilience in the face of challenges will show others what's possible when you believe in yourself. You will become a beacon of possibility, showing others that it's possible to break free from the need for external validation and live a life of true freedom and fulfillment. Your journey will inspire others to embark on their own paths of self-discovery and growth. As your influence grows, you might find yourself in positions of leadership or mentorship. Embrace these opportunities to share your wisdom and experience with others. Remember that true leadership isn't about having all the answers or being perfect. It's about being authentic, vulnerable, and committed to growth, both for yourself and those you lead. Throughout this journey, always remember that growth is not a destination, but a continuous process. There is no finish line, no point at which you will have it all figured out. And that's the beauty of it. Each day brings new opportunities to learn, to grow, to become an even better version of yourself. Embrace this ongoing evolution. Celebrate your progress, but never become complacent. Always be willing to challenge your own assumptions, to push your boundaries, to step out of your comfort zone. That's where the real growth happens. Remember to be kind to yourself. This journey isn't always easy. There will be days when you stumble, when you fall back into old patterns, when you doubt yourself. That's okay. It's part of the process. What matters is that you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer to a dear friend. Celebrate your victories no matter how small they might seem. Learn from your setbacks, but don't dwell on them. Always remember how far you've come, and let that inspire you to keep going. As you move through the world with this newfound sense of self, you will start to see that your actions have a ripple effect. Every time you choose authenticity over people pleasing, every time you pursue your dreams despite fear, every time you stand up for your values, you're not just changing your own life, you're changing the world around you. You're showing others what's possible when you embrace the truth that nobody cares about you as much as you need to care about yourself. You're demonstrating the power of self-love, self-trust, and self-belief. You're proving that it's possible to live a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment, regardless of what anyone else thinks. And as you do this, you will find that the world starts to care. Not in the way you once sought, not in a way that you need for validation, but in a way that recognizes and respects your authentic self. You will attract opportunities, relationships, and experiences that align with who you truly are. But by then, you won't need the world to care. You will have found something far more valuable, the unshakable knowledge that you care about yourself, that you believe in yourself, that you are enough, just as you are. So embrace this truth. Let it set you free. Let it empower you to live your best life, to pursue your wildest dreams, to become the fullest expression of who you were meant to be. Because when you stop caring about whether others care about you and start caring deeply about yourself, that's when your life truly begins.